Well, sir, I got toted over to the movie house this weekend. Some folks calls it a cineplex. I calls it a movie house. I had me a hankering for a cowboy movie. I like me a cowboy movie. Watched quite a bit of them over the years from time to time, whatnot. I like John Wayne, Leah Martin, that old Roy Rogers. Them fellas are all good. Well, sir, name of this picture was A Brokeback Mountain. Sounded like a right good name for a cowboy movie and all, with a mountain. But it turned out to be plumb terrible if you ask me. First off, there wasn't no cows to speak of. That should have been a tip-off right there. No cows, just a passing of sheep. Well, sir, these fellas, they got hired on by this rancher up there on the Brokeback Mountain to hide sheep and whatnot. Well, sir, one of them fellas one night got in a bad way with a bottle of liquor. Fell asleep out there next to the campfire. Fire goes out, and he damn near freezes to death. Well, that other feller, he finds him, drags him into the tent there, kindly cuddled up to him, warms him up. Now, I always thought cowboys was to huddle, not cuddle. 'Cause all that cuddling is what led up to what happened next. Now, that one cowboy, he had his way with that other cowboy like a man and a wife kind of way. Well, sir, nobody got their back broken, but they was a flipping around like there was something wrong with them. If it was me in that there tent, I think I'd rather froze my hind end off than to have that other fella have his way at it like that. Funny thing was, I don't think that other cowboy much minded what that cowboy was doing to him. Not funny ha-ha, but funny queer. Anyways, that there's just the beginning of it. I guess you could say them fellas fell in love with one another. They just scared of telling other folks. I guess them little sheep boys, they wouldn't want to take an asshole whooping from the real cowboys in town. Well, sir, these fellas, they didn't have any intention on giving up their perverted ways, so they threw normal people off track by getting married to some women folk and whatnot. One cowboy, he married this pretty little rodeo gal. Cute little thing, no bigger than a squirrel. That other cowboy, he married up to this chubby girl off of Dawson's Creek TV show. They raised up some young'uns together, but that didn't keep them from being boyfriend and boyfriend for many years. When they'd want to go see one another, they'd just tell them women folk they was going on a fishing trip or whatnot. Guess that was sort of their kind of code and whatnot. That way they can talk about poles and worms and getting all giggly like, And that other way, them wives, they got where they caught on to them shenanigans. Well, sir, sure as shoot, them cowboys' wives, they found out what was going on. They started yelling at one another's cowboy. Why'd you kiss my husband for? Why'd you kiss my husband for? Well, sir, I figured that was a pretty good time for me to leave. I tell you, this wasn't like no cowboy movie I'd ever seen. There wasn't no outlaws. There wasn't no gunslingers to speak of. Moral of the story is, it's okay to fall in love with a cowboy as long as you're not a cowboy too. Mm-hmm.